I have something I want to say to that because you just brought something up that I wanted to circle back on earlier. That was valid. So I'm asking this to the guys, okay?
Uh-oh.
Why? I'm curious why your first thought is when a woman sits down and says to you, look, I have XYZ already. Why is that automatically a slight to your masculinity? Instead of it being, I'm just going to give a different perspective because for me, I have never, not day one, have I ever cared about the money that he made, the money that he lost, and then the money that he made again. Right. Because none of it ever had any bearing on me. Because why? Because from the day you met me, I was what? Independent. I hustled on my own. I have always had my own money.
Right.
But if I'm coming to the table and I'm saying to you, look, I have XYZ, why is that a slight to your masculinity instead of it being what my intent was, which is to say, I don't need anything that you have. I'm not worried about anything you have. What I want from you is your time and attention. Because that's more valuable to me than anything because I can provide everything else.
That's what I was trying to say.
I'm going to give it to you in a much simpler and because like men and women, we speak different languages. We just went to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? For the last few weeks, every time we've gone out, she's been buying my lunch. And I told her, go ahead with that. She's like, no, I want to treat you. Mm-mm. I come from a society where I lead and I'm the provider. It does something to my masculinity and my ability, and it says something to me that I am not providing for you. If you want to buy something from me every once in a while, I'm good. But don't come pulling out your wallet every time we
stop somewhere.
We go out to come pay for us. Because this is what I do. I am the man. I feel that I should be the provider. When a woman comes to a guy right off the jump, not speaking for every guy out there, okay? But if a woman comes to me off the jump and we're starting to talk, and she leads the conversation when we're just having back and forth banter,
right.
And she leads with the conversation that I've got money, I've got a house, I've got cars, I've got an education. All it says to me as a man, I don't need your money, I don't need your house, I don't need that.
But why can't...
Let me finish. But that's what the guy hears is that, well, she don't need me for shit. Because in the guy's eyes, that is his job.
Not every guy, but okay.
In a guy's eyes, that is his job to offer the security, the home,
Right.
and to provide. So when you lead off with those three things and you're telling a guy, we ain't talking about one of these little, saggy pants wearing guys.
Fuck boys.
We're not talking about those guys.
No.
I'm talking about if you're talking to a man.
Right.
A man is going to provide, secure, and protect.
Right.
Okay? So if you lead off, understand this, women. I know you don't hear what we're telling you, but if you lead that off, and those are what you're leading with, in our ears, we are hearing that I don't need you.
Well, would you rather a woman say, how much money do you make?
No.
What can you provide to me?
I'll tell you. We would rather you tell us about who you are as a person.
This is just odd to me.
I know. I see where Patrick's going
This
with
is
this.
we would rather. I
yes,
would rather.
okay.
We have to take her.
I know. We would rather you. We would rather, as a man, hear who you are as a person. Go ahead, Michelle.